Hey dolls and gents, welcome to the All Dolled Up experience. I am Julia. For those that know me, some of you don't know me. I also go by Miss Dolled Up. And I'm so excited because today we're going to talk about wigs. This is one of our products here at the All Dolled Up experience, our All Dolled Up luxury custom wigs. They are awesome, they're amazing. And what is all the fuss about? Well, let's talk about it. One of the things that is so amazing is the way that our wig line was birthed. So I didn't just wake up one day and do wigs. Well, in high school, I played with wigs a little bit. But for me, wigs came about a very amazing way. So I was paralyzed on my whole left side and waist down due to complications with meningitis. And during that time, I had to close my salon, and I really never let anyone else do my hair. I was my own hairdresser. I was one of the things that I specialize in is hair extensions. And so I would always do my own hair extensions. Well, being paralyzed on my whole left side, I couldn't really sew my hair in the way I like to do my hair. So I had to figure out, how am I going to have my hair combed? How am I going to, because I can't just lay here in the bed. I don't have to look like what I'm going through. That was my thinking. And so I figured out a way that I could hold my mannequin head and begin to hand stitch and sew a wig. And so I made my first wig for myself. I hadn't made wigs in years. And I made my first wig for myself, and one of my clients came by to check on me. She's like, "Girl, I love your hair." And I said, "It's a wig." She's like, "It is not a wig." And I was like, "It's a wig." She's like, "Will you make me one?" And that is where All Dolled Up luxury custom wigs began. The thing that I learned from that is burdens and blessings go together, because that was an ugly thing. But I would have never really dug into wig making the way I have. And not only dug into making wigs, but making them look natural, making them look like that they're growing from your scalp, and giving people the look of natural hair, whether it's because they want to wear wigs for cosmetic purposes or whether they want to wear wigs for clinical purposes. For me, it really developed and it advanced. And I realized that wigs are a great tool for women with medical hair loss. A lot of people don't know that if you're suffering from medical hair loss, that your wig could be covered by your insurance. We also accept care credit here at the All Dolled Up experience. You can purchase your wig through care credit. We do layaway, we do shipping worldwide. We are here to meet all of your beauty needs. I'm so excited to be able to be your wig artist. Every wig is completely customizable. You can get it however you want to get your wig. Today, we're going to just talk about some of the basics, but as you continue to tune in to this channel, then we will continue to talk about different things, different types of customizations, and what all is available to you as one who wants to wear wigs. So this is one of my personal wigs. I just completed this beauty. She is 20 inches and she is jet black. She actually is made from straight virgin hair. Like I said, I've colored her jet black, so she's no longer virgin. But she's made from straight hair. Even straight hair has a little bit of wave to it. Just a little bit. Not as much, but it has a little bit of weight to it. She is 20 inches and she is 4 bundles. She is made with a 4x4 lace closure. A lace closure wig is one of my favorite. They are great for your everyday wake up and put your wig on life. I love them because you don't have to glue anything down. You don't have to bond anything. They're simple. The way I wear this wig, it has no combs in it. And you also always notice that All Dolled Up luxury wigs are sewn on the inside with hot pink thread, because I love hot pink. They are very neat. They're very neatly done. And they're very durable. All Dolled Up luxury custom wigs last, I guarantee your wig for a year. Although I've had clients that have kept their wigs for up to 3 years. This wig that I have on now, she is about, I believe I made her around November of last year. So she's coming up on a birthday and she still looks amazing. The only thing that you have to have maintenance is your lace piece. Now this one, because you have to realize the lace is what makes it look so natural. Your lace closure, like I said, this is a 4x4 lace closure. The lace part makes it look natural. It makes it look like that it's growing from your scalp. That is what the purpose of the lace is. but the hair is put in one hair at a time. So you have to be really gentle when you're combing and when you're brushing the area that is attached to the lace. This part, the tracks, the wefts, the part that is sewn, you can be a little more aggressive with it, but it will last longer if you're gentle with her. When you're gentle, you don't have to replace the closure piece as much. But sometimes they begin to get thin and they get bald spots because you're wearing them. You can either send them out for repair, or we can either send them out for repair, or we can replace the whole lace top. Either way is fine, but the wig will keep lasting and lasting and lasting with proper care, proper maintenance. I suggest you use the Healthy Hair Matters product line. We just talked about that. If you don't know about that, feel free to catch our last video on the All Dolled Up product line. Now, like I said, this wig is 20 inches. She is 4 bundles, and she has a 4x4 lace closure. I love my good old All Dolled Up bling brush because she comes in handy. Get brushing right through the hair. This hair is awesome, top quality. It lasts and lasts and lasts. It does what it is that you want it to do. It holds curl really well. If you straighten it, it holds that really well. You can flexi ride it. You can do anything that you do to your natural hair, you can do to All Dolled Up luxury custom wigs. Now, this wig is a 5x5 lace closure. So she is a little bigger. The lace part, the parting space, what makes the difference. The parting space is bigger on this one. I'm trying to really get it where you can see it. Let's see if I flip the whole thing inside out. There we go. So the parting space is bigger. This is a 5x5 is great for those who want to wear like the bun on top. Like this one I have on is a 4x4, so I could only separate the hair that much. But if it was a 5x5, I could give myself a little bit more ponytail space on top, a little bit more of a bun on the top. Like I said earlier, each wig is very neatly sewn, handcrafted, very durable. They do have a little stretch. What about size? I'm glad you asked. Well, they come in extra small to small, which is one size, and then we have medium, and then we have large, and we have extra large. So we have extra small to small, and then we have medium, and then we have large and extra large. That goes according to the size of your head. You can measure the circumference. The average person wears about a medium, but if someone has told you your whole life, you have a little head, then you probably need an extra small to small. If you have been told your whole life you have a big head, you probably need a large. And if they said you got a really big head, then you probably need an extra large. But we can also get all those details down. You have to get your measuring tape, and there is a video on how to measure so that you get the proper size for your wig. If your sizing is really good, you don't really need a lot in the form of security. Now, let's talk about security. So this also, let me talk about this one for a brief moment before I go on to security. So this is one of our wavy wigs, and it's so interesting. This is just the natural wave on this one. It's so interesting because sometimes people will purchase a wavy wig and then they're disappointed with the amount of wave. What can make the amount of wave vary? Color. When you color the hair, especially when you're bleaching it, when you're lighting it, when you're lightening it, and you want a lot of highlights, or you want it bleached out and then turn purple or something like that, that can kind of decrease the wave pattern. The way I maintain my wigs with wave to them is I put them in 2 braids at night. When I'm wearing it, or before I take it off, I put it in 2 braids. But this is just the natural wave pattern of this one. She is absolutely beautiful. She is also 20 inches, 4 bundles, but she is a 5x5 lace closure, where the other one is a 4x4 lace closure. All right. How should you store your wigs? It's best to store them in a satin bag, a satin pillowcase, or the bag that they came in when you purchased it, if you purchased it through the mail. A lot of people who pick their wigs up, they just so happy, they just ready to go. Now let's talk about security, because that is really important. How do I secure my wig? I'm glad you asked. If you purchase a wig that is a closure wig or a lace frontal wig, and you necessarily don't want to glue it, then the best way is a anti-slip band. We talked about these earlier today. The anti-slip band is made to keep your wig on, to keep it from sliding, and to keep you from having to use glue. They come in chocolate, which is the dark brown color. They come in onyx, which is black. And they come in vanilla, which is like a blonde color. Oh, here it is. They come in blonde. So that is very important. I would recommend you to purchase one of those because they are amazing. Those are $15. Now, the wig that I have on now, this is the highest form of security. This one has combs in it. So it is good and snug. You can shout, hallelujah, come on in the room. You can even get in the water and do just a little bit. Don't go too far, because if your braids are wet, your braids get soaking wet and your hair is not long enough, then the braid can unravel and then the combs can slip out. But this one has combs in it. She's very secure. I can pull it back in a ponytail. All of our wigs are very flat. This is only a lace closure, so it only has lace from here to here, but the way they're constructed, I still can pull that back and get a really pretty natural look. You can even pull your own natural little sideburns out if you have those. But they're very secure. See, I'm kind of pulling real good, and we're still good and attached. We can shake, we can shout. Whew, she ain't going nowhere. Now, how do you get her off? So the way that I have my combs, I really love for you to come in and get your combs done. But if you're from out of town or you're overseas, then you can't do that because you're not here. So a lot of times I will just put the combs in the back, and then I will put your combs that you need in with the wig, and you have to attach them yourself. That's the best way to do it because I don't know where your braids are. Some people like to use lace to lower their forehead. I have a big forehead, so I use my lace to lower my forehead. What does that mean? Let me show you. So the way I'm gonna take off my wig is I'm gonna start in the back. I'm gonna pull the combs out. Always be gentle. It's not that combs are bad for your hair. It's that we're too rough and we're too rushed. Be gentle. All right, I have a comb on this side and I have a comb on this side. So I have 4 combs in this wig. I'm gonna pull the comb out gently and take my time. Then I'm gonna take my finger and run it under the baby hair to lift the baby hair. Then I'm gonna pull my other comb out. So I just braided my hair this morning. Nothing fancy, just hair that can go back in braids. So let me show you the inside. So the inside, we've got a comb on that side, a comb on that side, 2 combs in the back. This one is a 4x4 lace closure wig. Now, how I recommend you to put it on is before you put your wig on, you always want to use your faith oil exactly, especially where your combs are going to go. But I recommend you to oil your scalp, which I haven't done, so let me just go ahead and do that. Between my braids, that's what's so amazing about the roll-on is that it just gives you the perfect amount. So, you want to make sure that you put the oil exactly where you're going to put your combs at so that they slide well. If you don't have faith oil, use whatever oil you have at home. Use oil sheen, just use something. All right, so I'm going to take my wig, start with my back 2 combs, slide them in, and then pull the wig down on my head. Flip the hair over. Adjust it until it's comfortable. If it's uncomfortable, that means something is pulling. You need to make sure that that's comfortable because wigs are great, but you still want to have something to attach the hair to. Now, I'm gonna go in, take my comb, pull it down, and push it up under my braid. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Then I'm gonna run my finger under the front and pull my lace down wherever I want it. Wherever I want my lace. And then after that, you would just do your baby hair. So if I want it back that far, that's about where my natural hairline is. But if I want to bring it forward to lower my forehead, to make my forehead look smaller, then I could leave it about there. And that's how simple that it is to put on your wig with combs. She is so easy to put on. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so that's how you put that type of wig on, with your combs. That's your highest security method. This is the best way if you're a person that's active, if you have a job where you have to maybe, whatever you would have to do that you might have your wig tugged on. If you work with little kids, you're in a daycare center, you might want to have combs in your wig. You don't have to take the combs out every night. A lot of times when I wear my combs, I sleep in it for about a week. I leave them on for a week and I don't keep pulling it off and on because my edges are just naturally thin. That's how my hair is. It's just how my hair is made. That's how the Lord made me. So I don't want to necessarily overdo it. So I leave my wigs with my combs on about a week and then I take them off. Hey, Brea, I miss you. All right, so now let's take this one off. So let me show you how to do our wig with our Wig Anti-Slip Band. So I'm gonna open up this black one because that's just what color I choose for myself. And you're going to, every wig, when you purchase your wig, it comes with a stocking cap. So you're gonna put your stocking cap on. And it really doesn't necessarily matter what color stocking cap you have because you should customize your stocking cap even. What does that look like? Well, I'm getting ready to show you. So you want to put your stocking cap on around close to where your hairline is. And you want to have your either your foundation or your powder, whichever you wear. If you don't wear any, just go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General, because it's just for your wig, so it doesn't have to be fancy. And I got my brush, and I'm going to use a pressed powder, and I'm just going to apply it to the stocking cap. It is easy to use a stocking cap that's close to your color, but sometimes that's just not what's available. You have to use what's available sometimes. So you're going to use your pressed powder and put it where your lace would be. Wherever you're thinking that you want your part for that day. You want to give it a good coat. Like I said, you don't have to use anything fancy. You can use pressed powder, or you can use liquid foundation or mousse foundation or whatever foundation that you use. All right, so I've got a good coat down. For my girls with short hair, because whenever I used to wear my hair short and I wanted to wear my wigs, my hair wasn't long enough to braid. So I would just wrap it, and this is the method that I would use. I would wrap my hair, or I would gel it all straight back, then I put my stocking cap on, I would put my powder on, my foundation on, and then I would use my anti-slip band. Now, the way I use my band, I'm gonna put it wherever I'm wanting to wear my part for the day. Our hair lately have been liking the middle part. So I put my band, and I wanna pull over my ears. It should feel comfortable. So it's all the way down at the nape of my neck. And let's go with the wavy one because the lace is cut off of that one. All right. So, actually, one other little step. You can always take and run a little of your extra powder on your lace that you have. If you want to get one of these bands are $15. And they are so wonderful. Now, like I said, this one has no combs. There's nothing inside of this wig. So I always start at the back of my wigs, slide it on. And I pull it down over top of my wig grip. When I tell y'all, it feels so good. Oh my gosh. It feels so amazing. It's such a good snug fit. Then I'm gonna get my ADU bling brush and brush. This is my favorite, one of my favorite everyday wigs because she doesn't have to be perfect. Her waves are a little bit messy. They're not organized. They're just wonderful. She is 20 inches of wonderfulness. I wake her up, grab her off the dresser. I get the most compliments off of this wig when she is not styled properly. I haven't done anything. I didn't have time to put it in 2 braids. It's been thrown under the dresser or whatever. I hate to tell on myself, but I tell the truth. Okay, so this is with our wig grip band. She's good and secure. Everything feels good. Like I always say, our all dolled up custom wigs are very flat. Your wig should be very flat. You should be able to pull it back in a low, smooth, tight ponytail with no issues. People should not know you're wearing a wig, folks. I don't have on, I haven't done any baby hair on this one. This is just my quick throw on wig. Oh, she feels so good. You can shout. Woo! And it ain't going nowhere, y'all. She's still in place. She's still in place. So this is our anti-slip band. Our bands are $15. This is our bling brush, our ADU bling brush. Our brushes are $10. And all of our wigs, they start about $4.50 and they go up from there. It just depends. We do offer layaway. The hair will keep lasting you. As I already said, they last, I guarantee your wig a year, but I've had clients to keep their wigs over 3 years. I've had clients be like, listen, I need to buy that wig off your head. And I'm like, listen, this wig is 2 years old. And they're like, I can't wear it. I want to pay full price because I need that wig today. That's how good these wigs are. So I don't know about nobody else's wigs. I don't know how much they charging. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to tell you about these all dolled up luxury custom wigs. So what do I do with my this type of wig at nighttime? Like I was telling you, I put it in 2 braids. I part it down the middle. Doesn't have to be fancy. A lot of time I do it while I'm in bed, so I ain't even got no mirror in front of me. And I just put it in 2 Pocahontas braids. Put me a ponytail holder on the end of it and let that be the reason. If I really want a lot of wave, then I'll do a French braid. I'll start at the top. But if I'm tired, just grab me 2, 3 sections and go ahead and braid it. Then I'll take the whole wig off if I'm feeling like taking my wig off for the night. And if I'm feeling like leaving it on, then I'll put my scarf on and let God still be glorified. All right, and I'll put a little rubber band on the end, and that's that. That's what I do to my wavy wig at night. Either I'll do a plait or I'll start at the top and do a French braid. This just keeps the wave wonderful. I'm not big on a whole bunch of products. What product do I use? ADU Hair Prep. Yes, it's one of my favorite products. If I need to moisten the hair, it brings the waves back. It's great prep for my straight hair wigs. And I mean, it's been plenty of times that I go outside with my wig still braided. Because that's just, your life is busy and you got things to do. Just put it in my 2 braids. If you want baby hair, you can have baby hair. It's your choice. This one is just my quick throw on wig, and this is when I'm worried and I don't have no whole lot of time to be fighting with wigs. So she don't have no baby hair. She has baby hair, she just does. I don't pull it out. Go ahead and braid it down to the end. Put my ponytail holder on it and keep the party going. Now, I do have, each wig has a little place where your ear can be cut out. Now, the reason that is so that your ear can rest, first of all. Second of all, it is if you need just a tinge more room, then you can always cut your ear out and it'll give you just a little bit more circumference. It'll give you, if you feel like your wig is just too tight. Let's talk about parting the wig. Once your wig is dry, I always say your wig knows where it lives. So what you have to do in order to change the parting space of your wig is you have to wet it down just a little bit. So I can't just say, okay, I'm gonna part my wig right here, because it's not gonna just lay down like that, because it's already dried the way that it was. So, what you have to do is take your little hair prep. You spray it wherever you're parting the hair. Then you comb it down. You gotta teach it where it lives at. You gotta take it to train it to be in this new place that you want it parted. Now, with my curly wigs, if you're a girl who likes that big fluff, then a lot of times I do dry it one way and then I style it the other way because it gives it that extra body. Once your part is wet, then clean it up however you want it. Style for the day. And it gives you that clean look. And the thing that I love is, if you notice, I didn't even move my part in my band. So the band actually doesn't, the black part doesn't even really show too much. You also can go in, I'm not big on plucking parts. I hear people talking about that, but to me, it just doesn't make sense because wigs thin out by themselves. And the point of having a wig is so that it looks natural, and our natural healthy hair should not have a big, huge gap. So I don't pluck parts. But if you want to, that is well on you. And if you want me to, if you want that to be a part of your customization, then I can definitely do that for you. It's all your preference. So I like my wigs mostly flat on top because that's just how I like it. But if you wanted to have a little body, then it's yours. Be great. Let it be great. However you like it. But see how we've got the grip is just so great on her, y'all. No pins, no nothing. No combs, no tape, no gel, no glue, just our anti-slip band and your all dolled up luxury custom wig. So I hope that you've enjoyed your learning for today. Share the video. Share the video. Let somebody else get them some knowledge today. I'd love for you to come in and get you a wig. I do have a couple of new wigs on sale, y'all, but I'll have to come back a little later. Today is wig day, so I'm going to be tuning in all day. I got some more things to show y'all, but I do have to get to my next doll because she is waiting on me. So I will see you all soon. I'm Miss Dolled Up, and I'm over and out.